The Xbox Showcase happened yesterday. The State of Play happened a couple days before. Now, by the rules of the old ones, as a gaming content creator, I am obliged to have to rate both these two. It's just the rules written by the voices that whisper from within the walls. It's kind of not wise to go against them. Alright, let's start with the State of Play. Woke slop. Alright, look, Metal Gear Solid Delta, if you're a Metal Gear fan, you already know you're getting this. I know I'm probably going to play this, I just don't know at launch. I like Metal Gear Solid 3, but it wasn't exactly my favorite Metal Gear. But it is up there as one of the best ones. Peace Walker would probably be my favorite. I just love base mechanics, so taking the gameplay of Snake Eater and then putting it with base mechanics was an instant sell for me. I'm not into fighting games, but, you know, it's Mortal Kombat. You guys will probably love that. Remake of Tactics. Solid. That was a great game back in the day. I still don't know what Pragmata is. I watched this trailer, and I have no idea. Now, I know you see the red bar here. I watched some of these trailers on their channel. I have no idea what Pragmata is about. It looks interesting, but it's like an open world survival game and action adventure with linear levels. It's like one of those games I really should spend more time to look into, because I just have no idea what it is. But it looked good, so yeah, points Sony. Open world Neo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's open world Neo. But that's a slam dunk game right there. That game's gonna be fantastic. Now, I'm not going to deduct points from either platform for having multiplats, because everyone has multiplats at this point. Digimon Story Time Stranger. I like Digimon games. I never finished them, though. A Suda 51 game. This is a man that you will swear will never pass a drug test, and neither will you after playing these games. So, day one for me on Romeo is a Dead Man. The game is just going to be awesome. It gave me some Rick and Morty vibes, but if like Rick and Morty was written by someone who actually had talent. Now, a lot of people gave the Bloodstained, the Scarlet Engagement trailer some grief, because they have this really good cinematic, and then you have the gameplay, and they don't really vibe together, and I agree with that sentiment. But I played the original Bloodstained. It was a fantastic game, so unless the developers forgot how to make a good game, which unfortunately sometimes does happen, this is probably day one for me. So great showing right there, great showing. Sea of Remnants. This looks like it's going to be a good game, but it's a multiplayer game. Or maybe not. I really can't tell right now from checking out the Steam page. So I'm like iffy on that one. If it's a multiplayer game, I'm out. I don't really do multiplayer. But it's a single-player game. It had a lot of charm. Great showing. Again, I don't do fighting. Now, this is actually made by the developers of Blasphemous, so you know it's going to be good. I didn't even look at that. Huh. That was so forgettable, I don't even remember what the hell it was, and I watched it. I don't remember nothing of it, and as it turned out, rewatching the trailer, I actually somehow missed it the first time, so I must have loaded it but never watched it or autoplayed. It's an action-adventure game. Maybe I have some devs with some good credits, so... I mean, it's interesting, but... I'd probably sleep on it. Again, I don't do fighting game. Man, this showcase had a lot of fighting games. Astrobot. I'm not playing Astrobot. That game looked fun, but I don't do climbing. Baby Steps is what you're going to be seeing every single content creator playing, because it's going to be the meme content game of the month. Probably year. Hiragami. You know, I swear I watched all these. I missed two of them. Okay, so it's an artsy action platformer. I'm probably gonna pass on that. Not really big on platformers.
Tidewalker, are you there yet? Cleo has uncovered a formula for a cure, but she's keeping it safe in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosen?
Marketland seems a bit tense today. I heard something happen with another Tidewalker. Damn it. It's gone. Someone beat us to it.
I'm good. Multiplayer story guy, I don't do multiplayer. Golf game, I don't do VR. Another fighting game. So yeah, I mean, overall, this was a fairly decent showcase. Neo 3, my standout for that one. Suda 51 game, Bloodstained. I swear there was one other game that's not here. So I had like 3 really good games, and I can't remember what the third one was. So it was Neo 3, Romero's Dead, and... because there's one trailer that's hidden now. Either way, it was an okay showcase. Nothing grand, but they didn't have a lot of show. Word is they have a bigger showcase coming in, I think, like September-ish. Later this year. There was a rumor about that. I don't remember all the details of that rumor. So we'll probably see more from Sony later this year. Big takeaway from a lot of these showcases is going to be 2026 is going to be lit. Now on to the Xbox. This is the trailer you watched in order to see the Silk Song gameplay and to have it confirmed that we're getting the game this year. Because they advertised being able to play it on that at launch. So it's got to be out or Xbox is going to be in a lot of trouble. Blood of Dawnwalker, that's the game from the former Witcher 3 devs. Looks fantastic. You're not going to want to sleep in that. I don't do fighting games. I was kind of hoping for a Fallout spin-off announcement. So I was a bit disappointed to see Grounded 2. Grounded 1 was okay. There's a indie game that was like Grounded. It did pretty good work too. But this looks like it takes Grounded 1 and improves on it. I mean, I like survival games, so I'll probably play this. But I mean, it's not like something I'm really hyped for. I mean, I like Ninja Gaiden. It looked like a good solid action game, but I don't know. I don't think I'll be getting it. That's more on me. It just didn't excite me. Looked good, just didn't excite me. Plenty of gameplay, so good trailer. I have no idea what this game's about. I think it's going to be a Souls game. But you basically have to kill all these monsters, so I think it's like a Souls Monster Hunter game. Look good trailer, good concept, attractive female characters. Solid. I didn't check that trailer out, but I mean, it's an action platform. It's a platformer, so. High End Life 2. I'm deducting points from the Xbox showcase for having this cringe. High End Life was cringe. Announcing a sequel is cringe. I deduct a lot of points from pure cringe. The woke slop that will probably get massive layoffs at Obsidian. The Outer Worlds 2. A game that's going to charge you $80 while telling you how bad capitalism is. Man, there are some devs I legitimately might feel bad for if they get laid off, and Obsidian's is not one of them. Get wrecked. Kratos New Dawn. Now, I didn't watch this trailer because it's, what's that developer's name? They made the Silent Hill 2 game. Blooper Interactive, and I'll be honest, Blooper just fumbles so much what they're handed. And I just have no confidence in that. So this is like one of those things where it's like, the developer's not like woke, right? It's just one of those, I just don't have faith in the developer because of their past products. Which is kind of rare nowadays when you think about it. Because normally if you're avoiding a developer, it's because they did woke slop. Now, Silent Hill 2 Remake was for the modern audience, as Dr. Disaster would put it. But they did shrink the heads, increase the boobs, so I really think that they're going to be given another Silent Hill game, as the rumor says. More so because Konami is banking on, if we don't make a game for the modern audience, maybe it will sell well. And I'll be honest, if you make a game that's not for the modern audience, yeah, I probably would be there. Personally, give them a new Silent Hill game to make. Don't have them make a remake. So I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really care that much for remakes. The original is already good enough. And you guys just have this whole issue where you simply just refuse to update the graphics. It's Gears of War. I've played this game to death. Like literally to death. I'm not interested. I didn't watch the full preview. Alright, you probably saw this trailer and you're like, what the hell is this game? I had to look this up. So it's a stealth action game, kind of like Metal Gear. And you follow two characters during a terrorist attack on South Korea, when North and South Korea are finally reunifying by a treaty. So they're just putting aside all their differences. One of the characters you're going to play as is a terrorist. The other one is a North Korean soldier on loan. We'll have to see where that shapes up. The concept sounds interesting. It's been a while since we had a good action stealth game. I'm just not super hyped for it. Probably something I'll play. Not hyped. Clockwork Revolution. Hey, now, I noticed in this game how the first trailer was women, 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 diversity, diversity. But this game's like, oh, hey, check out, you can create your own character. Oh, check out this cool gameplay. Oh, hey, check out this cool world. Oh, check out our cool dialogue system and the player choice you'll be able to have and how wacky our world is and a bit about, the class struggle and the story. Now, some people will say class struggle is woke. It's not. If it's done through a Marxist lens, it's woke. But Marxism took a real problem and just proposed themselves a solution. So, I'm okay hearing a story about class struggle. Because if you look at real life, you still have the managerial class. And we basically, with corporatism, moved into neo-feudalism. So, woke slop. This game looked mediocre as hell, but the concept is hype, so I'm in. Basically, imagine if you can finally just play solo leveling. And at first I'm like, oh great, it's gonna be a fighting game, because these things go. Like, it's always a fighting game. Always. But no, it's actually an action RPG that I think loosely follows the story, but either way, like, fuck yeah. Finally, someone takes the concept and applies it. Didn't really interest me. I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play Tony Hawk. Cool, but I didn't watch it. Get wrecked, Bethesda. This game here, There Are No Ghosts at the Grand, is the sleeper hit of this showcase. At first, I'm like, oh, cool, renovation game. I'll probably play that. I do like me of those games. In fact, I'm thinking about getting, what's that one that's really has a sequel? House, give me a minute. Let me look it up real quick. For you, it'll be a time lapse, because I'm going to edit part of this out. House Flipper 2. I actually been thinking about getting House Flipper 2. I liked House Flipper 1, but it was too limited. So, thinking of wanting to get House Flipper 2, and then seeing a game that's like House Flipper, I'm like, yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, then while you're renovating the hotel, you also get to renovate the town. It's like, okay, this is actually improving. Getting bigger and bigger. And it's like, okay, and while you're doing that, you're exploring the paranormal. Okay, this is not going in the way I thought it would. And there's in the conspiracy of the townspeople might be evil. Oh, and also some eldritch stuff. Oh yeah, day one for sure. Day one for sure. That whole concept just sounds awesome. Also, it's a musical, and the music doesn't suck, which is equally cool. Planet Lana 2, or Planet of Lana 2, I should say. First game was pretty good. I enjoyed the first game. It was a solid playthrough. It's a story about a colony ship crashing on a planet, and then the descendants of the survivors of that when the humans start coming from Earth to see what's going on. And there's a lot of environmental storytelling and details you have to pay attention to. So all the members of the colony ship were taught a song. And throughout the whole game, the command core for the AI, the robots, the machines, keeps making the sound, as well as all the machines are making the sound, because they're trying to find the colonists. So they find humans. They're not trying to kill humans, but now the humans are responding with the sound until the end of the game. So it was a really cool concept, and it looks like more people from Earth are coming in Planet of Lana 2. Game probably won't be that long, but it is a solid experience. So if you've not played Planet of Lana, I recommend giving it a shot. The details and experience at firsthand are actually pretty worthwhile. But if not, Planet of Lana 2 looks like it'll be a good sequel. No. This looked like, at first I thought it was a Pokemon Snap-like game, but it looks like Pal World, but cutesy and without slavery. And since you're taking away slavery, I don't know how I feel about that, man. The pals yearn for the mines and the fields and the factory. And keep those Love-Anders away from me. They're a bit touchy. I probably won't play Keeper, but this is a game about you controlling a moving lighthouse, looks like after an apocalypse, and a bird. I don't know. I might just end up playing this game because Game Pass and the concept is unique enough. So I guess Final Fantasy VII is finally coming to Xbox. I didn't check it out because, in my opinion, what I'm waiting for is all the games to come out, and then I'm just going to buy the bundle with the whole franchise at a discount with all the DLC and fully updated. I mean, if you like Sea of Thieves, more content. Oh man, I watched that and I don't remember what that was. That was kind of forgettable. But I remember it was okay. It was okay. A lot of people are going to be hyped for this. It's Persona 4 Revival. It's a remake of, or remaster of Persona 4. So, cool. I don't like the Plague Tale franchise. Hey guys, Final Fantasy 16's finally an Xbox. Yay! The Outer Worlds 2, like, I'll be honest, I don't give a shit. It's $80. It's $80, woke slop, coming from a studio who just put out even worse woke slop with Avowed, lecturing me about how capitalism is bad. Meanwhile, they don't know how to use the word capitalism correctly, although I'm not going to fault them, because you study a bit about economic concepts, and then you learn that virtually no one really understands the concept of capitalism. See, capitalism is a system of capital. Now, others have a more definite, more, I should say, specific definition, where it's control of the market through capital goods. Either way, communism, all forms of socialism, Marxism, they're all forms of capitalism, extremist forms of capitalism, but capitalism. So when you say through capitalism, it's kind of meaningless. Because, okay, what form are you talking about? Free market, which most people are talking about when they say capitalism? The ideals of Adam Smith? Or are we looking at Austrian capitalism? Please don't tell me we're talking about Keynesianism. Yeah, so, when people say, like, we're at the late stage capitalism. Capitalism doesn't have stages. In fact, it's kind of funny that late stage capitalism only happens when Marxists are in charge. Note that. So, you come off a game like Avowed, and the whole concept of Avowed was straight up, oh, women are right, men are evil. The game was cringe. The writing was bad. And now you're coming into a game that's it's not going to do that, or probably will. The hell I'm talking about. But you're coming into a game that is going to tell you how bad capitalism is on a fucking console made possible by free market capitalism at a development house that is not controlled by a communist party. Because, communists probably would have game developers if the USSR never fell. China has it, and they're communist. So you have capitalism, and then you have the audacity to try to charge us $80 for it, capitalism, on a storefront or storefronts that are made possible by free market capitalism, that are literally embodiments of free market capitalism. Fuck you guys. I do not feel bad for you when you eventually get laid off. And the stupidest fuck thing is, you look into the comments. Actually, let's hop into these comments. Okay. Where's that? Where is it at? Open that up. Do not play. And you can see 2 major flops when you're Rip Obsidian. $80. $80. $80. $80. $80. $80. $80. Let's see. $80. $80. Oh, there's actually a positive comment. Yeah. In game, hey, we have anti-corpo out game. We are gonna bust your wallet because we're corpo. Gamers, cool. We'll wait for a sale. You got that right? Yeah, I'll vote that. I'm gonna vote that in real time. Boy, actually, you guys be watching recordings that wouldn't be real time. Better be $59.99. You got that right. Yeah, so most people are just straight complaining about the price. This game is dead on arrival because of the price. And I am so proud of you guys for not just drinking that or just putting up I am so proud of you guys for not just fucking buying games at $80. As I said before, there's like only one game that I would be willing to pay $80 for, and that's GTA 6. And I'm waiting to see, how that game's going to shape up. But keep in mind, GTA 6 world's going to be extremely detailed. Very high-end graphics. We've already seen some of it from the last trailer. You're gonna, like, the world in GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 was about 30 miles. It was a bit under that for each game, but the world map was 30 square miles, roughly. I think it was like 29 point something for RDR2, and I can't remember if it was 28 point something or 29 point something for GTA 5. I mean, yes, GTA 5's map was largely empty and meaningless for the northern part, but, I mean, you still had it. And hopefully they do not make that same mistake and actually have the whole map have content richness. But that's a whole discussion on GTA 6. So you have a 30-mile... And the rumor is that GTA 6's map is twice the size of GTA 5. So that's about 60 square kilometers. Square miles. Okay, so... And then you have this really rich crime game. There's hopefully a lot of good mechanics involving crime. I'll probably get like 100 plus hours out of that in a huge world map. Maybe 200 hours out of it. We're just going to have to see how much activities the game has. In my opinion, Red Dead Redemption 2 had some good mechanics that it did nothing with. Huge wasted opportunity. But if they learn from the lessons of RDR2, GTA 6 could be really good. So I'm paying $80 for a 60 square mile map. High graphics. A lot of mechanics. See what I'm saying, though? It's like, okay. Do I rather pay for $70? Yes, 100%. But if any game whatsoever is going to get away with $80, it's going to be GTA 6. And then every other game, you're going to be asked, like, okay, Outer Worlds 2, do you have a 60 square mile map? Hell, I'll cut you a break. Is your game world 30 square miles? Because that's what $80 gets me. 30 square miles. What? No? Okay, I mean, sure, the game's like over 100 hours, right? Probably gonna clock in around 40. Oh man, that's pretty much a huge bummer. Looks like I'm gonna have to tell you to go fuck yourself. With all disrespect. Don't you mean with all respect? In this case, no. No, I don't. So the fact that they hinged the entire showcase on an $80 fucking flop from a studio with no credibility anymore, dumb as hell. And I think the reason why they're pushing this so hard and give it so much limelight is they know that Big Daddy Microsoft is about ready to start cracking down, because Microsoft was defined like, oh, we're going to keep doing DEI. Or so I've heard. Like, I've heard people are saying they're defiant. I haven't looked into myself. But the word is they're going to be defiant, and they're going to fight Trump's policies on that. Except for the Supreme Court just said no, white people can sue without having to prove extra evidence. Oh, no. You see, it's one thing to say that you're going to fucking keep doing DEI when the people you're discriminating against can't sue you. It's another thing when every person you screw over by being a racist prick can sue you into oblivion. Yeah, completely different issue there. So I kind of think that once the Supreme Court made that decision, a lot of companies are like, you know what? We were 100% willing to stand our ground until we found out that it would get us sued into oblivion and us thrown in prison for running the company to the ground, which sadly does not happen enough. Really should, but enough it don't. So Big Daddy Microsoft is either about to or is going to figure out they need to crack down all the nonsense at Xbox, all the nonsense throughout the whole thing, or they're just going to get sued, new CEO, and then sued, and then massive settlement, followed by, fixing the problem. Either way, so they either could do it now or the successor could do it after they bleed money, lose government contracts. Choice is theirs. I mean, yeah, by the way, Sony is screwed too in the same regard because they've been doing the same DEI nonsense. Though I do notice that, as I said earlier, let's see, where was it at? The Clockwork Revolution trailer, it's showcasing off gameplay to try to get you hype instead of the DEI nonsense. In fact, going through these trailers, I didn't see a lot of push for DEI like you normally get out of Xbox's showcase. So that's kind of telling. Because normally they do a lot of DEI in these showcases, and there just wasn't that much there. So who won? Okay. On one hand, they've convinced me to give Clockwork Revolution a shot. Great. That's woke slop. I'm deducting points just for cringe. That looked okay. I mean, Xbox had a lot of good stuff. And here's my biggest complaint, my hugest complaint, my massive complaint. I award neither of these guys a victory because you're just telling me how great your console's going to be in 2026. Now, which one of you two is going to do good for me in 2025? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, 2026, great year. 2026, great year. But overall, man, this is kind of hard. Let's see here. Xbox did show a lot more. Blooded Dawnwalker, again, that's a multi-plat, though. And I said I wasn't going to deduct points for it being multi-plat. I'm going to have to go back on that. Because Blooded Dawnwalker is just straight multi-plat. They're just showcasing it off. So it's, hey, Kevin, you remember this game that you're excited for? Or looking forward to? Like, yeah, we're showcasing it. Like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, both had some pretty good fighting games. That's a 3v3 with Mortal Kombat level damage. I heard some people talking about this. I'll clip, or should say a short talking about that. Look pretty good. So people like in fighting games look excited for that. So yay for them. I mean, but there's nothing really stand out Except for There Are No Ghosts at the Grand. That stand out. For Xbox, they kind of really hinged their whole showcase on the Outer Worlds 2, and that game's $80, so fuck you guys. I ain't paying $80 for that fucking piece of slop. And here's the thing, I'm not even gonna play slop, and I have Game Pass, so I don't even have to pay $80. I mean, the Silk Song would look good, and the Xbox Ally X. And I'm not really a tech guy, so I'm gonna have to see the specs on that. Valve is really refusing to do an iteration on their Steam Deck. From what I've heard, it's still good, but it's kind of getting dated. So they could use a refresh on that. A lot of people are calling for a refresh of the Steam Deck, but I think it was Gabe Newell said like they're not doing iterative on that. Like there will be another one, but when it's time to do another one of them, which is okay in my book. So the ROG Xbox Ally X might be a good competitor to the Steam Deck, just purely because if you buy it on Xbox, you have it in this entire ecosystem. Similar to how I imagine Steam is going to be when they start getting on PlayStation and Xbox. Because the Epic Apple lawsuit is kind of opening the door for other storefronts on closed platforms. So that's why you're going to start seeing Steam on a lot of these other storefronts. I mean, Grounded 2, I mean, like I'm not hyped for Grounded 2. Like, I'll play it. It's coming into early access too. That's like, so it's not even going to come out this year done. I mean, the best I would have to probably say is going to be Chronos, and that's from Blooper. I mean, Soul Leveling. I mean, you had some decent stuff here. But, I mean, like that right there is probably people's going to be most hyped game for there's Persona 5 Revival. Did I say Persona 5? Persona 4 Revival. But then we look at the state of play, and keep in mind, I've been bashing on Sony for a while, so don't call me a pony, guys. I have an Xbox. You guys should stream on Xbox. I'm going to have to say PlayStation kind of won this. All right, look, woke slop, yes. But Metal Gear Solid. Again, multi-plat. So it kind of balances out, with Xbox's, Blood of the Dawnwalker. So these two kind of like balance each other out. They have a showcase, a multi-plat. Xbox showed a multi-plat. Everyone's going to get. So that's a great game. I just don't know if I will go back and replay it. Like I said, I liked it, but do I like it enough to go play it a second time? Even with better graphics, I think they're expanding the environments and stuff. I don't know. Hype will probably get me around the time it launches, so we'll see. Pragmata, I don't know what that game is, but I mean, hype. Neo, open world Neo. A Suda 51 game. A sequel to one of the best Metroidvania games that come out in recent times. Sea of Remnants, if that's a single player, it's going to be pretty good. I have a bunch of indie games that no one's going to care about. I mean, they're both honestly kind of lackluster. But if we go off based on games I'm really hyped for, and again, I swear this game had a third game I was really hyped for. I think there's like a game, because it says one video is hidden. And I swear there was one more, and I just can't remember what it was. But yeah, I mean, open world Neo. I mean, Xbox has nothing that beats open world Neo. And I'll be getting that on PC. So, PlayStation don't win no fucking points with it. And PlayStation don't win no points with that, because that's going to be me playing on, PC. But I gotta say, PlayStation kind of had a better showing. Because let's see, that's good. Not done. Solid action game. Solid. Like, you don't really know nothing about this game. You don't really know nothing about this game. You don't really know much about this game. That game actually had showcase. Woke slop. That looked good. Now, keep in mind, we're talking like which one of these C grade or D grade showcases was better. Like, neither of these showcases getting a high rating. I mean, they did have more, like, Xbox is kind of winning and having more stuff. I kind of want to say, like, oh, hey, that, they have that, they have that, they have that, but, I mean, overall quality, like, they don't have a Neo 3. Oh, now I know what's missing. Ghost of Woke. That was there. That was not what I was hyped for, though. But yeah, they had a lot of stuff that a lot of people are excited for on the State of Play, which is kind of surprised because they were rumored not to have anything to show. I think they honestly kind of cobbled this together to showcase because, like, third party, 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 third party. Do they have any first party games here? Let me see. Third party. I mean, control panel. Okay, DLC. Third. First, I don't know if that might be first or third. Third. Okay, well, let's see what Xbox have now. Because Xbox actually does have more first party, but it's hardware. Third, first, third, first, but garbage. Third, first, hardware from earlier. Third, first, actually might be good. Probably mediocre. Woke slop. Third, but good. First. Third, first. Third, first. Third, first. Third, first. Third. And the rest are just more expanding on the ones. Because PlayStation showed me some stuff that I was pretty excited to get announcements. Like, there's no, like, announcement here. Let's see, did they have any, like, okay, they had some announcements. Let's see. I mean, Xbox's announcements were okay, but, like, nothing that might be really good, but I'm going to have to wait till next year to see it. That looked pretty good, but again, it looked mediocre, and I'm just more invested in the concept. Like, most of the stuff that they announced, like that right there, their best announcement, and I'm not going to lie, setting aside Neo 3, that's going to be like, Neo 3 is going to be my top favorite announcement, and that's my second one. And I was not expecting either, so... I mean, Xbox did have more I'm going to have to give it to Xbox. PlayStation did have some better announcements, but Xbox did have more first party. So, congratulations. You're the best of a D-class presentation. I don't have confetti. Who do you think won? And what game are you looking forward to? Say so down in the comments so we can get the algorithm boosting my video. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.